Good morning, ladies, gentlemen, real estate fans, avid listeners alike, and everybody on your way to church this great Sunday morning. Thanks so very much for tuning into Real Estate Radio. I'm your host, Erik Hatch with Hatch Realty. I'd love for you to stop by and see us. We're located at 1205 16th Avenue South in Fargo. So if you're over at the new guitar shop right next to Dwayne's House of Pizza, and I was there last week, it was lovely. If you're over there at the new guitar shop picking up some instruments, getting your guitar tuned, or figuring out how to play that delightful instrument, come across the street, buy a house, get a guitar. It's the perfect combination. Hey, at the top of the hour, I want to share with you the week that we've had because it has been a vivacious week, to say the least. Tuesday morning, we got a chance to go to the Fargo-Moorhead Chamber of Commerce Chamber Choice Awards for 2015, and Hatch Realty, boy, we were all over that, which was really exciting. We were nominated for Best Small Business of the Year, Best Young Professionals Network to Work For, and then also I was up for Entrepreneur of the Year. We didn't take home any titles, but just to be nominated is a great honor. And the people who did win, boy, those are some fabulous businesses. I encourage you to check them out and see who's doing some real good here in the community. Later on Tuesday, we had a client event, and those are some of my favorite things to do, is to celebrate our clients and our friends, people who we know, people who we've been in relationship with. We just like to party with you every couple of months. We take folks to Force games. We bring them pumpkin pies over the holidays. We go to Red Hawks games. We do barbecues. But this time we did a date night. And our date night was really exquisite because we gave over 300 families a piping hot Godfather's pizza, either a 6-pack of beer, a bottle of soda, or a bottle of wine, and a Redbox movie coupon, just to say thanks for being involved in our lives. We understand that the most important thing that we have in this business are our relationships and the database of people that we're connected with. And so we always want to stay at the forefront with it. If you want to be a part of these parties with us, boy, all you got to do is reach out. All you got to do is connect with us. We'd love to hear from you. So the first thing you should do is give us a call at 369-4839 or head to livefargomoorhead.com. Find out what your home is worth. Check out our wonderful team and maybe sign up to look at some houses. But first things first, let's find out what's happening in real estate news this week. In studio with us is one of my favorite people on earth, and she is just delighted to be here. If you can see her face right now, she is exquisitely smiling. It's the beautiful Shannon Simon with Floor to Ceiling. How are you, Shannon?
Good morning, Erik. I'm good today. Thanks for having me back. I'm happy to be here.
Absolutely. Hey, new gig, Floor to Ceiling. You've been doing interior design for a while, but you've landed at this wonderful company. Tell me all about it.
It is a wonderful company. They really do everything from floors to ceiling and then everything in
clever
between.
Clever name. I see what they did there.
Yeah, it's great. It's been a wonderful transition in there. Great people to work with, great products to sell, so it's a whole package.
So if I were to stop into Floor to Ceiling, and by the way, where is it located?
We are on the I-29 frontage road, 360 36th Street South in Fargo.
Okay, so right between Main Avenue and 13th on the frontage road.
Yes.
If I were to stop in, and if I walked in and said, I need to see Shannon, what in the world would you do for me when I showed up?
I would come and greet you with a smile, and then we'd get started on what you're looking for. We have flooring products, we have Hunter Douglas blinds, lots of cabinets that can fit anywhere from a laundry room to a kitchen to a bathroom and kind of any other space that you might want some cabinets. Can help with some paint selections. We don't sell paint, but can help you put the whole project together with your colors.
Oh, nice. And you have an exquisite eye for detail, Shannon. In fact, a lot of the choices that my wife and I made in our own personal home, you came and helped us with in terms of finishing touches and tying things together. So you are in good hands if you go and visit Shannon. But Shannon, I want to talk trends right now, things that are happening in the market. We've seen wood choices go from, I'd say, the 90s and 2000s and the early on from oak to then it's moved to birch, then it moved to alder and a darker stain. What are you seeing now in terms of stain color and color choices for kitchens and bathrooms?
The gray trend is still really hot. Gray is a neutral color. We don't see it going away anytime soon. Using the alder as your wood species in your cabinets and trim is still a great option because it takes color so well, and especially all of the gray tones. Still seeing a lot of the dark espresso for color choices, but also a lot more of the grays, like a battleship gray, light grays, dark grays. Our favorite color at Floor to Ceiling right now is pumice, which is kind of an in-between gray and brown.
Isn't that the thing that my wife uses to like scrape off the calluses on her feet?
We try to think of it more as a really pretty color on your cabinets.
So you take With the color of pumice. Explain that to me, because I'm just going to dig myself a deep hole if my wife is listening.
Yes, so you can use a pumice stone in a couple of different ways, but using it as a color on a cabinet is a beautiful neutral color. It's a light gray with kind of some tan undertones.
Okay, in studio with us again, Shannon Simon of Floor to Ceiling, and we're talking about trends right now. Sounds like gray is it. And dark is still there. What about white? Because I still hear a lot of people saying, I want white cabinets. I want to go with something that's a clean, fresh look.
White painted cabinets are still a really great option. Those probably won't go, I mean, they're not going to go out of style anytime soon. Seeing a lot more maybe making a little bit more creamier, like more of the French vanilla or a creamy white instead of a really stark, bright white. That's another way to kind of keep it neutral and keep it lasting a lot longer in your space.
So people are even like antiquing some of these cabinets, right? Like they'll take, instead of white, they're going to go with an off-white or a cream, right? And
yes.
Then they're going to give it a bit of a rustic look with some low lights.
Absolutely. Just like you do in your hair, you can do it to your cabinet doors.
Wow, we're talking a full body makeover right now. Pumice stones and hair dye so far. We're off to a great start.
It all comes together. Your style shows everything from what you wear to what's in your house.
I love it. Now, Shannon, if I came to you and I had some ideas, is there an expense for us to talk at Floor to Ceiling for you to give us some ideas, or is it just an expense if we actually hire you to come to our house or hire you to fit up our place?
Correct. We do offer some design services, and then you pay when you purchase the products.
So we can get some free stuff if we want.
Oh, well, we'll talk when you come in.
You're going to be in so much trouble with the owners in your mouth. No, not at all. I've been to Floor to Ceiling, and boy, you have a huge selection there, wouldn't you say?
We do. Like I said, there's everything from solid hardwood floors to laminate floors, sheet vinyl floors, lots of carpet, enough carpet to make you wander all day long, and then some really great displays to show you ways that we can use our products in kitchens.
So, final tip, Shannon, if you could give one piece of advice to folks that are listening, and if they could do one little spruce up tip, maybe on their own or for a low cost, to make their house shine and give it a new feel, a new pop, a new wow, what would you suggest that they do?
I think countertops are something that get overlooked quite often. Whether you just replace the countertops in your kitchen or maybe the top in your bathroom vanity, you might not be able to replace the whole cabinet, but by changing that countertop, it's going to really freshen it up and give you a good look. You can do a laminate countertop, fairly inexpensive, all the way up to something granite to really make it shine.
Awesome. Shannon, we're going to have you stick around. You have been a superstar in my life for a long time now, not only as a friend and not only as somebody who I trust in the industry, but heck, you're a client now too.
I am.
We're going to talk about that after the break of your exciting go. Again, Floor to Ceiling, what is the address if people want to come and see you?
Great. 360 36th Street South in Fargo, and our phone number 237-6601.
Shannon Simon with Floor to Ceiling. We're going to have you stick around after the break. But in the meantime, go to livefargomoorhead.com, check out what your home is worth, and view a few beautiful properties on the market. This is Real Estate Radio with Erik Hatch. Welcome back to Real Estate Radio. As always, I'm your host, Erik Hatch, and still in studio with us, Madam Shannon Simon.
I'm still here.
Yikes. No, I'm just kidding. Shannon, so great to have you here because you've been through a whirlwind lately, right?
The last 6 weeks have been a whirlwind, but a lot of fun, and excited to talk about it now.
So you and your husband Travis came to us and said, I think it's time to get a bigger house. Your family's expanding, you have 2 kids, and more stuff by the day, and business is going well for both of you. So what prompted the actual decision to decide to sell your house and buy a new one?
The decision came from having a 2-year-old and a 9-year-old and 2 adults, and we share 1 bathroom. That's what prompted our decision to find something a little bit bigger. We needed 2 living spaces instead of just the 1 living room that we had, and we really needed an extra bathroom.
Okay, and so you started looking. How was the market? What did you see?
We knew that the market in the neighborhood we wanted was going to be tough, so we started by calling you up, having one of your team members come over and just evaluate the current space that we had so they could see what we were working with for what we would want to upgrade to, and then give us some advice on any projects that might need to be done in our home before we listed it. Yeah,
so we hopefully primed the pump and got you ready, and sure enough, day 1, we got your place sold.
Yes, which I was not prepared for, but super exciting and a huge relief.
And we did this. This is an important thing. You hadn't found the house that you were looking for yet before we sold your house.
Correct.
That's almost everybody's underlying fear is, oh lordy, I'm going to be stuck homeless, or I have to move in with my family, which is worse than being homeless, right? And people are so afraid of being stuck between my house is sold, but I have nowhere to go.
That's correct.
And what did we do for the buyer of your house?
The buyer of our house gave us a flexible closing date that was pushed out to the end of the summer.
It was an honor before August 31st or something, right?
Correct.
And so you had time to find what you were looking for.
Yes.
And so you got to looking. How long did that take to finally find the right one?
Probably only 2 weeks.
That's fast.
It was very fast. I was nervous when we got started because the first couple of homes we saw we knew were not right. But we kind of, you have the agent that helped us really talk to us about having an open mind about maybe expanding the very specific neighborhood that we wanted to be in. Mm-hmm. He was fantastic about helping us through that process. And we did find a house actually right outside the neighborhood that we wanted to be in, but it's been a really great choice.
Oh, so you're stepping into a new neighborhood, but it came on the advice of your realtor. You got to work with Jamie Pullen on my team, and he's a superstar.
He is a superstar, and I would recommend him to anyone that is looking to buy a home.
So one piece of advice, if you could give one bit of knowledge to people who are out there who own a home and are maybe thinking it's time to make a move, what would you say to them?
I would just say have an open mind and have somebody come who does this day in and day out to give you some advice and guide you on whether it is the right time, maybe you need to do some fixing first, or just be ready to do it when the time is right.
How many projects did we tell you needed to do for your house in this market?
The list was actually much smaller than I thought it would be. Some of the projects that happened were just on my own wanting to do, but mostly it was just cleaning things up, getting everything decluttered, and making it look like it's a great new house for somebody else to come into.
And you've done a great job. Shannon, thanks for trusting us with your business. Thanks for the thumbs up for Jamie as well, and I'm glad that we got your house sold in a day. I'm glad we found the place that you're looking for, and I'm glad that your family's going to finally have 2 bathrooms.
It is a dream coming true, so thank you for being a part of it, Eric.
Our pleasure. Hey, stick around. We're going to have the picks of the week in just a second. It's time now for the Erik Hatch team's picks of the week here on Real Estate Radio. I have some deals you don't want to miss out on, so put your ears to the radio right now, pay close attention, and go to livefargomoorhead.com. Check these out as I talk about them. The first up in North Fargo, 2810 2nd Street North. This is the Longfellow neighborhood, the highly coveted, deeply desired Longfellow neighborhood. I want you to imagine you come home after a long day of work. You go upstairs into your master suite, and it's the entire top level of this 4-level split home. And you have this remodeled shower that you hop into that was on the parade of homes for their home remodel tour because it's that exquisite of a shower. You have this master suite and this walk-in closet that are better than anything else you're going to find in that neighborhood. And for $327,500 at 2810 2nd Street North, you're going to have a world of joy and elation as you're relaxing in this beautiful home. So don't miss out on this deal. Now, if you're looking for something a little more simple, if you want the condo life, which I think is still the good life, just a hair off of Island Park at 385 7th Avenue South, Unit 202, maintenance-free living at its finest. So imagine you're in this place that has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, over 2,000 square feet, and a gigantic layout. Stunning finishes from top to bottom, head to toe. Don't miss out on this because you get an opportunity to live in a house, or a condo I should say, that's completely maintenance free but wonderfully taken care of. So for $385,000, being right next to Island Park in the center of town is a really desirable place. Finally, if you're looking for something grand, if you're looking for that house that the neighbors ooh and ah about, if you want to be close to a golf course, I have the place for you. 4137 Hokum Court South. This is in the Osgood neighborhood, one of my favorites of all time. For $479,900, this sprawling 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 3-stall garage house has a brand new deck, this fully fenced yard. So your time in the backyard and time with family or friends can be completely relaxed, totally private, and absolutely dynamite. So don't miss out on this place. These deals and more can all be found at livefargomoorhead.com, or to have your own house featured on Real Estate Radio, give us a call at 369-4839. All right, everyone, we are almost out of time, and this last couple of minutes, I want to speak specifically for those of you that are passionate. If you are passionate about real estate, if you're passionate about helping people and making a difference, I want to talk to you. And the reason why is because we've looked at the horizon at what's to come. And we know that our 2016 is going to be even bigger than our 2015. We are growing like a weed right now. And it is so exciting to be in this real estate industry. Thank goodness we live in Fargo, North Dakota and Moorhead, Minnesota. Places where business is booming, economies are strong, and we can build strong small businesses. But I'm looking for people who are talented and passionate. The most important thing is that you're a culture fit. If you listen to this show and if you're like, I get along with that guy, he seems all right, we're probably going to work well together too. If you're listening and you're like, boy, this guy's just really annoying, probably don't apply to work with me. That would be fairly easy to do. But if you're serious about trying to find a new opportunity in your life, if you're young, old, or in between, we're looking for an additional 10 to 15 people in the next 12 months. We train, we equip, we'll set you up for grand success, and I think we're changing major lives of the people I get to work with. We're getting them a chance to work in a culture that's really great. We're giving them a chance to oftentimes work the schedule that they want to work, and we're giving them wealth that they maybe haven't had previously. And so it's a grand opportunity. If you're ever interested, reach out to me, 369-4839, or go to livefargomoorhead.com. Finally, if you're selling your house, I'd love a chance to earn your business. Give us the opportunity to interview. We have a ton of listings coming up because more and more people are putting their trust in us every day, and we want to say thank you. So again, 369-4839, or go to livefargomoorhead.com. And that's it. Thanks so very much for listening to Real Estate Radio this morning. I've been your host, Erik Hatch, on the Mighty 790 KFGO.